shopping and want your party decor all over the whole house? Me too. I'm Jessie from Belle by Jessie, and today we're gonna make this fantastic and easy DIY present hand towel. All you need to do is go to bellebyjessie.com to download your free pattern. That's Belle by Jessie. There's an extra E on the Belle, not on the Jessie. bellebyjessie.com. Download your free pattern, get a couple pieces of felt, some fun ribbon for your presents. Meet me back here and we'll sew this together. All right, we're gonna start by trimming out our pattern pieces. We have our tall present and our short present, so I'm gonna trim them out with my paper scissors and then cut them out of the felt. All right, I want my short present to be yellow and my tall present to be blue. Since I have felt squares, or these did used to be rectangles, I've cut a little bit off of them, but I want to use a corner to cut my present so that it saves me a little bit of cutting. So let's see. I think this corner looks like it hasn't been cut, so I'm gonna line my paper piece up right there. Yep. Nice straight line, nice straight line. So now all I have to cut are the other two lines. Of course, you can pin it like normal. I like to skip pinning whenever possible just to save a little time. So I'm just gonna hold it with my hand and cut my other two straight lines. I'll do the same thing with my blue present for my tall one. All right, and now I'm gonna get a little bit of the ribbon, so you can choose, you know, your color combination. I'm gonna put my orange ribbon on my blue present, my green ribbon on my yellow present. So I'm gonna do my tall present first, and I need about 4.5 inches. So it doesn't have to be exact, but you need enough to cover the present with a little to fold under. And what we're gonna do here is stitch our ribbon onto our present. I'm gonna try to center it. I'm not gonna measure, I'm just gonna eyeball, but I'm gonna try to center it. And then what I'm gonna do is fold the top edge under so that I have just a clean finished edge, raw sides tucked under, but a clean finished edge on my ribbon on the top and bottom. So it's gonna be like that, edge stitched all the way around that ribbon. All right, so I've got those raw edges tucked on the back so that the front is all just clean finished. I'm gonna do the same thing with my small present now. I only need about 3.5 inches this time though to cover that present. I did forget to point out, you've probably already noticed, I have an industrial machine. Stitching is exactly the same. It does the same stitch as your home machine, but whereas at home you have a lever back here to lift your presser foot, I have that as well, but I also can do it with my knee. So I just wanted to point that out. I also don't have a reverse on my machine, so to back stitch, I will stitch it and then stitch again. So if you see me reaching for the hand wheel more often, that's the reason why. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing with the ribbon for my small present. All right, so there are my two presents started. I'm gonna take the leftover ribbon and tie a bow out of each one. So I'm gonna do my solid colored one first. It's a little bit easier. So let's see if I can do it in one try. Oh, it's gonna have a nice big bow. All right, I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna trim the ribbon at the end. I'm going to leave it like that, but I'm happy with that bow. Now, if you have a patterned ribbon like this, to get the pattern to show on the outside pieces of your whole bow, you're going to make your first loop, go around. So this center part is going to be upside down. That's fine. Leave it like that, because when you poke it through, this bow has the pattern, but now what's sticking out on this side is upside down. So you are going to have to twist this and try to get that twist in the knot. Let me see how many tries it takes me to do this. Oh, there it went. All right, let's see if I can make it the size I want. All right, so there it is. It's kind of a little bit funny twisted here, so I'm going to try it again. Okay, I'm happy with that. If this fails or it's too hard, you can just make a loop and then cut another little piece of ribbon and kind of do a fake bow. So that will work too. I'm happy with what I've got. Nice big old bow for this present too. All right, so I'm going to put my gifts onto my towel and then add the bows. And I'm gonna do mine at the same time so I can kind of see the spacing. All right, let's see if I can do this without knocking everything off of my table. All right, so here's my towel. So when I hang it up in the bathroom, I like to turn the sides under a little bit so, you know, it looks kind of cute hanging on the little hand towel rack. So I don't want to spread my presents out too far, and I like the idea of them being layered on top of each other. So I'm going to come, I've got 2 stripe lines on mine, these little designs that are part of the terry cloth. So I'm going to come just a little bit above that. About in the center. I'm not measuring it, I'm just going to eyeball it again. But I want my presents to be a little bit overlapped. So I like how that looks. I'm going to just set my bows up here now. Of course, the ribbons are going to get trimmed a little shorter. But I'm going to set them up there. Oh yeah. So my bows aren't going to interfere. They're kind of overlapped, but they're kind of in the center. I like this spacing. So you kind of play around with it, get it how you like it. I am going to pin this in place. I'm going to pin in the center so that I can just stitch around the outside edges without having to move my pins. All right, and I'm going to just pin one side of this so I don't have to look at it again, but then I can just flip that out of the way. I'm going to edge stitch my blue gift all the way around, as close to the edge as I can. With felt, we don't have to do any sort of finishing to the edges. So I'm going to edge stitch as close as I can to those edges. And then I will do the same thing to my yellow gift. I'm going to back stitch at both ends. All right, let's top stitch the short present now. All right, I was checking. I thought it looked like I ran off there, but I didn't. I guess I don't know why it looks dented in there. So cute. All right, now we can add our bows. I'm gonna do my tall present first, and what I like to do, let's see, on your knot here, you're gonna stitch just beside, let's see if I can use my pencil to point. So you're gonna stitch right here beside the knot. It's best if you can do it on both sides If you want to stitch right through the middle, it's very thick and it'll show, that's fine. What I actually like to do is try to slide this over and stitch under where that center knot is going to cover my stitches. All right, I'm not going to change my thread. I'm threaded here in beige. So let me stitch it and then see if I can show you exactly where my stitches are. I may just use the hand wheel for this to go through all those layers. I want to stitch it twice because I want to be able to actually use this towel. I want my guests to be able to use it and then just run it through the washing machine and not have to worry about the bow coming loose. I want it to be very securely attached. All right, let me trim these threads and I'll show you what I've done. Oh yeah, okay, so you can't see the stitching at all here, but if I pull this back, so this stitching is under there. So it's through all the layers, all the way through the towel, through all the layers of the bow, but it's covered. Now the other side's not quite so easy. One side's always a little bit easier than the other side, but I'm gonna try to do the same thing on the other side as well. All right, I love it. I'm gonna trim my ribbon after I get my other bow attached. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing with the bow for my short present. So cute. All right, my bows are very securely attached, both of them. So these can be used. People can actually dry their hands off on them. These are not going to be affected. They can get washed. They're not going to be affected. So last thing we need to do is trim our ribbons. So if you trim it flat, it will ravel just like anything else. So to reduce that raveling, you've seen that little V cut in the bow. So what we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. But how we're gonna get that is we're gonna fold them in half, like so. And we're gonna cut from the center out to the edges. Let me turn it this way. So I'm gonna make my V about here. I like mine about the same width as the loop part of my bow, but you do it how you like it. So I'm gonna fold my ribbon in half. And I'm gonna cut from the center out to the edge. All right, hold on. My fingers are in the way. Let me fold it the other way. There we go. Oh, well, I got a little bit longer than my loop. That's okay, that looks pretty. I'm gonna try to make this side match. So cute. All right, that might be too long. I'm gonna trim my orange ribbon a little bit shorter and then I'll get my green. Okay, that looks better. All right, there's the towel. I had so much fun sewing this adorable present hand towel. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you're not already, please subscribe so you don't miss any of the DIY crafts, sewing patterns, and all-around fun we have here in the sewing room. I'm Jessie from Belle by Jessie, and I look forward to sewing with you again soon.
And also like and subscribe. Yeah, so like and subscribe.
Thanks, boys.